Okay, day 3 of our trip. Woke up, got started in the morning, hiked past more beautiful lakes. That's the view from under my umbrella, which I do hike with almost every time it's sunny when I can on my pack. I think that rock at the very top just looks like it's going to topple out and fall in the water. You can see it better from the one angle as we were hiking in last night. But this is beautiful. Don't know if you can see it, but I just found a frog. Actually something I don't see very often. Backpacking, his head's just sticking up by that rock. Just a cute little thing. Just so many gorgeous lakes with beautiful jagged mountains behind them. We had to take lots and lots and lots more photos because, you know, it's beautiful. So hopefully you guys enjoy looking at it as much as I did. But anyway, headed up from the first few lakes pretty close to our camp the night before. Started climbing some pretty good elevation when you get above the water on a lot of these lakes, just like the day before. A lot of them are gorgeous blues and greens and turquoises looking down into the water. Trails were all in pretty good shape, easy to find, easy to walk, well switchbacked, and so just climbed to one lake after the other, which was gorgeous, and more jagged rocks and bouncy rocks up on peaks. Like I said, I do like to hike with my umbrella. I can stick it in my pack as long as it's not too crazy windy. If it's too windy, it'll pull out and I have to actually hold it by hand. But as long as it's not too windy, I can just stick it in there, and it shades not only my face but my whole head, and most of the time, depending on the angle of the sun, my shoulders, arms, sometimes even my legs, and it's not hot on my head, and I don't have to use a sticky, nasty, poisonous sunscreen. So I'm a pretty big fan of sunbrella hiking. Again, the water's just so crazy blue. When I see those colors, it looks to me like I ought to be somewhere tropical, not high up in the mountains. And we continued to climb up past, I forget all the lake names, so many lakes. And then this little part is my favorite part of backpacking. Oh wow. That is pretty spectacular. When you get up to the top and can see over the rock in front of your face and suddenly see the view all around you, that's just pretty spectacular. Again, there was plenty of water, little waters, big waters, lots of water to stay cool in, which is definitely my preference. And yeah, beautiful clear lakes and ponds and more trail junctions. Again, everything clearly well marked, more gorgeous water flowing over solid slabs of rock that look like if you had a good solid pair of shorts so you wouldn't abrade your skin, you could slide down over that. Hike through a few areas with big woods, gorgeous flowers. Oh, we're at a beautiful lake again. Right down here in front of me, there's a bunch of little tiny, like 4-inch fish that keep rising to bugs and making ripples. You can see there. I don't know if the camera can see through the water. And at that end, pretty spectacular waterfall coming in. Check that out. More waterfalls around beautiful lakes and under jagged mountains. And then we saw, actually I think the only two we saw on the whole trip, we saw 2 ducks swimming off across this lake, and just didn't see any the whole rest of the trip otherwise. This is a popular place to be. And even no matter how high you get there, you're looking back down toward the Smoky Valley, but no matter how high you get, there's just More little wildflowers tucked in between rocks, littler trees. There's the lake we had just come up from. That's the one with the waterfall that you saw a second ago. We're kind of following a little tumbly mountain stream through this area with just, I don't know if it's a shallow waterfall or a very steep stream when the water does that, but just beautiful, running over all the rocks and these little bunches of lush green stuff that decide to grow in between like that just make it look, I don't know, like a rainforest, even in between all the dry rock. Then we climbed just a little bit more. Beth thought maybe, we knew we were headed up a pass. Beth was like, is this the top? And I was like, well, it said we were going to climb more than 1,000 feet. I'm pretty sure we haven't gone that far yet, so I don't think it's the top. But we come through this little clump of trees and popped out into one of, I think, the most spectacular spot for the entire trip. Definitely was Beth's favorite and probably my favorite as well. And once we got through this little kind of hanging canyon here and popped out into this beautiful view. Just spectacular, really jagged sawtooth peaks all around. Another quiet, shallow little lake up really high now, and had to, of course, take lots more pictures because it was so pretty up there. And it was just, I don't know if the camera and the video can really convey it, but it was just kind of awe-inspiring to suddenly flatten out to somewhere it was so high with so much jagged rock piled in a circle all around you. And we knew we were going up and over that somewhere, so we definitely weren't at the top yet. So we started to climb, lots more switchbacks. Beth likes to get high on everything. I tease her this because she's so short, so she climbs up on tree trunks and all kinds of things. And then we look back over at the lake we just come up from. The high one, you can't even see all the lower ones we'd already walked past this morning. As we continue to switch back up through the boulders and the scree, which is what all those loose rocks that slide off of peaks like this are called. And we are headed up right and over just before that sunburst. It was nice and cool there while we were hiking for the most part because the sun was going behind the hill there because it was evening. And it was just up, 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 and more up, and stopping every little bit to take more photos. There's little snowfields. I don't know if any of them were quite big enough to actually be called a glacier. Up there, we didn't cross any of them. Our trail was over on the other side. And again, you can really see how the Sawtooths get their name from looking at those jagged edges. This is just breathtaking, and one of the next shots here you're going to see all the switchbacks we just come up. So we are almost to the top of this divide, and look at the switchbacks you can see of the trail we've been coming up, and then down there, and then a long ways before we got to there. As we continued to climb, you could hear there was a group up above us that were throwing rocks down. Thankfully, we weren't directly under them, but that's very poor etiquette and unsafe to do if you're ever in the backcountry because you don't know who's below you or what's down there. And we crested that ridge, actually got a bit chilly on the top, and started coming down the other side. Got to watch this little pika. He's chirping a warning. He's the guard for the rest of them. And got down to the lake where we camped for the night. Now we're in our third camp. We've seen some deer tracks, but this lady just came to visit us. She's the first actual deer that we have seen on the trip. She doesn't seem very paranoid. Kind of a pretty thing right by our tent. Today we covered 2 pretty high passes, one of which was absolutely spectacular. And I'll have to do some counting on the map, 15 or 16 miles. I'll let her eat, I'm going to make dinner. She came back again even closer once it was really dark, and I wondered if she'd be nibbling on our tent in the night, but I never heard her. But that could be because we were both so exhausted that we just passed out, and that was the end of our third day. Thanks for watching, folks! If you're interested in more info on my off-grid tiny house life, check out some of my other videos here. And if you like what you're seeing, click the little picture of my house to subscribe and then hit the little bell so YouTube actually notifies you every time there's a new video available. See y'all next time!